Now, we don't really want to make it tough, but the weebs have had enough. This may sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Orca, bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye. I don't really have enough. Something.
Tough.
Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Orca, bye, bye, bye.
Alright. That is totally cringy. Let's keep it.
Nope.
Yes.
I edited our videos.
You didn't do the edit sign though.
What?
Yeah, it's staying in.
That's just started. I'll keep the footage, but it's editing out of this video.
Let's talk about Renfa and SJW Spidey.
SJW Spidey Man. All right.
Yes.
Well, first, before we talk about things,
You want to do the introduction today?
yeah, I'll do the introduction.
Alrighty.
Alright, so, alrighty guys, this is DNA Crows, the YouTube channel. I am your host, Dean of DA Talks, and this is...
Andrew, the ComicCrowe, your other host. The
And-
handsome one.
Yep. Alright, yep. You're beautiful, by the way.
It's
Alright.
the eyes.
It is the eyes. Okay, well that was weird. I
It
got one.
totally was.
Alright, all
Alright.
I'm gonna think about is making out with you this whole time.
Well, please. Save it for after the camera. Alright.
I'll record it just for you guys.
He'll edit it out, don't worry guys. Today we're going to be talking about two people that have made Twitter a horrible place for other people and who are no longer on Twitter. We are of course speaking about Renfamous and fake Spidey, SJW Spidey. Fake Spidey.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. I should know this. What was SJW Spider-Man taken down for?
Okay, so I think he got reported for doing the same thing that
What, misgendering?
Yeah, I think it was
okay.
misgendering.
Well, here's the thing. As whereas I find it hilarious that Renfamous and SJW Spider-Man were banned from Twitter, I'm not 100%.
It's very hilarious.
I'm not 100% sure that he was taken down for the same thing. However, if he was, I actually don't think that they should have been banned. I don't think misgendering should ban you. I think that it should be covered under free speech, and I think that Twitter should be protecting free speech.
And I have to say this because Nick said it during his stream.
Yeah, I heard.
With Emish, he's not for deplatforming. That's why he's for the deplatforming of Red.
Yeah, and why is
he's
that?
Constantly deplatforming people.
And I agree with that. However, I just don't think that it should have happened.
And here's the thing. I'm not for these rules, period. I commented on it. Because what happened before SJW Spidey got banned, he was basically calling Yellow Flash's transphobe, saying it was fake. And I go like, dude, you don't get to decide that. These are the rules that Twitter has implemented because they were satisfying the outrage mob. Because, you have to understand the rules are going to apply to everybody. If one person's is able to be banned for misgendering,
everybody should.
It doesn't matter what your reasons are. If someone puts gender pronouns in a profile, you have to respect the gender pronouns.
Yeah, and whereas I at least agree with that part. The rules need to be spread out evenly. Twitter still doesn't do that.
No.
You look at the wider range of conservatives that are banned at a much higher rate for the same things. Then you look at
funny. The account James Woods was banned for tweeting #HangTheMall, and you have another person on the left tweeting out that they should hang William Barr, and that guy's tweets are still up.
Yeah, it's So whereas I agree with the reasons why I guess that they were banned, Twitter still isn't enforcing the rules fairly. Twitter's a joke when it comes to rules. All they should really be doing is protecting free speech. They don't do that, but then they say, we need to apply the rules. If one rule applies for this person, they apply for everybody, and then they still don't do that. Twitter's a fucking joke.
If you're going to, here's the thing. They have special protections under CDA 230, the Communications Decency Act. The reason why is because they were always supposed to be acting as a platform, meaning everybody's speech is welcome on the platform. Now, and I don't want people to get confused here because they immediately start misconveying the First Amendment with things that are actual crimes like harassment, like death threats, like calls to action. Those are still going to be illegal even if they allowed all speech on their platform.
Yeah.
But because they were given these special protections, they also have the ability to act as a publisher. This is way over the line. As a publisher, you should be responsible for the content that you're going to promote, just like every other publisher is. So, I don't know a way forward here, but you take a look at, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is hilarious that Renfamous gets banned for misgendering, but at the same time, you have the campaign accounts, the MEP candidates out in the UK, Sargon of Akkad and Tommy Robinson, they got banned.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it looks more like Twitter is engaging in political censorship.
Well, here, actually, I have a list of conservatives who have been banned. And this list actually...
He prepared a list. We are prepared today.
Well, this list was for a video a while back that I just never got to.
Yeah, I can see you're missing a whole bunch of names now.
A whole bunch of what?
A whole bunch of names are missing off that list.
Well, this is just a small, somewhat list. But here, on this list, I actually have a couple of conservatives that have no idea why they were banned. Twitter never told them. So we have Peter Von Buren. He worked for the American Conservative. His Twitter handle was We Meant Well. Has no idea why he was banned. Twitter never told him. He's asked. They've never gotten back to him. Then you have, I believe it was Anthony Kamoya. Oh wait, no, we know why he was banned. There was James Alsup, political commentator.
James Allen.
Allup, all right. And
actually, I'll say this. I actually do think that guy's a white nationalist.
Okay, so but here's the thing.
Yeah, he's one of the individuals that when he talks, and I've watched.
Is he kind of like what's his name?
No, it's hard to say he is. He did not. He says that he is not. He repeatedly says he's not. But the thing is, I have not heard him make active calls to violence of any kind. So I hate to defend the right of free speech for someone who's.
But you have to defend it for everyone.
You have to defend it.
It's not just we get free speech, but you don't. That's what the left does. Like we can't. Everybody gets it. Oh, here's who it was. It was actually Craig R. Britten's former U.S. Senate candidate. He is suing Twitter. That's right. He was banned for God knows why. He has no idea. They banned him.
See, here's the thing. I in the case of like James Allen on the list, right? Man, I really don't like it. When anyone's speech is taken away. I don't want to throw shade on anybody. I could be wrong here. I watched a couple of the guys' videos. They crossed the line a little bit for me, and I think other people have credibly accused him of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not trying to throw shade. But again, it doesn't matter. If the guy's saying something, he's saying something. You don't get to ban him. You don't get to just remove him because you think he is something either. If the guy makes an act of call to violence against someone, let's get rid of him. I'm totally for that. That's a crime. Call the cops, right? Handle this properly. Don't just get rid of somebody because you don't like what they're saying. I don't like the people that post about how all Muslims, right? All Muslims. I don't like that either. I don't like the people who go all Christians. I don't like any of it. Doesn't mean I can go, well, my feelings are hurt.
Well, here's the thing, though, is they have they have every right to say it, though. No. Whether or not you agree, they have every right to say it.
The First Amendment allows you to offend people.
Yeah.
You have to get over it.
Yeah, stop being a bitch. Okay, so, well, essentially that's what it is. Stop being a bitch, or continue to be a bitch, but block them.
Harassing Taylor Swift, really?
Harassing Taylor Swift, who was that? Mood for Love, American Woman. Harassing Taylor Swift, I'm not too sure. Megan Murphy, who's a journalist, was banned for misgender.
This one's actually really messed up. She was not just banned for misgendering, she was banned for saying men are not women. She gets back on the platform and says the same thing, and then at that point that they banned her. And I'm going, what? Like, I get when you do
but here's the thing,
if you do it to an individual repeatedly and you can make the case for harassment there, but that's not even against Twitter's own rules. Like, misgendering someone requires you to actually talk to somebody and say it to them.
No, Twitter actually loves making up new rules as they go and then never posting the fact that it's a rule. Yeah, Twitter's kind of like that 4-year-old that you're playing any game with, and they're like, no, this is a rule. That's Twitter. Like, you guys are stupid.
Yeah, he knows a lot about making up rules in games when he's losing.
Yeah, dude, I do it all the time. Monopoly? My Monopoly has a bunch of new written down rules.
Guess what? He's on the left too. It seems like a party platform.
Yeah.
Stop tweeting on your phone. We're trying to do a video.
Yeah, we are trying to do a video. I'll edit that out. I'm not editing it out. It's just too much
He got one additional follower, guys.
No, it was a oh my god, my phone just won't stop vibrating. I know it's Twitter, and I know it's our editor, and I know it's you and Broly Power Maximum. It's all of you just keep retweeting and liking things. It's getting so annoying.
I'm sitting right next to you. My phone's the one recording this. How the hell am I retweeting?
I don't know. Have you heard of that scientist that put a chip in his brain and he can tweet from his mind? I know you have connections with him. So, it's a real thing though. It's not. It is. But here's the thing is, Renfamous will be back. Give it a couple weeks, she'll be back. Yet all these conservatives will not.
You know what? I'm curious about that. Nick got back pretty quick.
Nick got back quick, but Nick didn't break any rules.
Yeah,
She did.
True.
Here's the thing is, the only time a conservative comes back from being banned is if it turns out they didn't actually break any rules.
And usually the response then is, oh, it was a mistake.
It was a mistake. Oh, with Nick Rekieta, it was, oh, you were just accidentally somehow put into a whole thing with spam accounts. That shouldn't have happened. Like, no, you meant to do it. You just didn't mean for anybody to call you out.
We talked about this in our other video about the issue. I don't think that this higher ups at Twitter. I think you have the low-level people that are watching the content, and they just all have the same ideological bend. The ones that don't keep their damn mouth shut.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you resolve this. Like I said, they have special protections under CDA 230, the Communications Decency Act. If they want to continue to be pretend publishers, you got to take these rights away from them. They're way too powerful. And going beyond that, I have so many conversations, or I see so many tweets where people go, but it's a private platform. Oh, then they
don't get the protections.
Then all bakers need to do the cake. I go, guys, you're making half-assed conservative arguments, and you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. They want to do what they want to do on their platform. They have every right to do it on their platform.
But then they don't deserve the protections.
Why? Yeah. Why would we give?
They don't get to play by both rules.
Why would you give a massive mega corporation not just the full freedoms that anybody would want under a free market, but then also special protections on top of that? The thing that's really messed up about this is liberals making this argument, right?
Yeah.
You guys are all about regulations.
No, first of all, liberals aren't about anything except for convenience for their own fucking argument.
I mean, now, definitely.
And here's the thing, is like, I used to be a liberal. I'm still on the left, but liberals just, they don't stand for anything other than outrage culture and convenient arguments.
Well, I won't disagree with that, because take a look at what happens when you win an election, right? Then, our platform is on policy to make the most end. That's why we're winning. You lose an election. Well, let's just change the rules, because the rules are the problem. The rules are outdated now.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
no, the rules, I mean, sure, maybe they might be outdated, but we're all playing by the same fucking rules. Except for you, when you find ways to get yourself around the fucking rules.
Well, it's like when they get somebody banned from the platform, they go private platform, then, well, you guys were the ones advocating to get these people banned. CNN, Oliver Darcy, one very evil, despicable human being, just complete human shit, goes around and tries to get people removed from private platforms, tries to get other media silenced and removed, right? And the response is, well, these are private companies. Well, you had an issue with their rules. You're the ones who advocate to get these rules changed. You're the ones who advocate to get people banned in spite of what the rules say. And then you go and say, well, it's a private company. Why are you upset?
Yeah.
Don't even make it. You want to make a conservative argument, be an actual conservative, and actually address the situation. You want to blow smoke up everybody's ass, go for it. But at this point, all I see is conservatives staying true to what their actual message is, and I see liberals willing to just piss away all of their values because they think that they can win. They can win. Yeah.
So anyways, I don't think there's really much more we can say on this subject.
Again, as funny as it is.
Yeah, it's hilarious. She shouldn't have been banned. And the thing is she won't be banned for long. She's come back twice, she'll come back a third time, but these conservatives won't. Because Twitter is a fucking joke.
Twitter, Facebook, you guys are fascists.
Yep, alrighty.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. Leave a very nice comment, by the way. No mean comments. We're a brand new channel. People see mean comments.
No.
We're just going to chase away our view.
First of all, screw that. Just remember, like I always say, everybody has the right to an opinion, and we would love to hear yours. Even if it's mean, you have the fucking right to say it. Have a great day.